Mr. Rodriguez, would you please call it?
Yes, sir. Chairman Carney,
I'm here.
Member Carolina, Member Fernandez Kitchen,
Yeah.
Member Freed, Member Golden, Member Sue, Member Shaw. We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Secretary. Thank you very much. All right, we've got to get started, but before we do that, what I want to do is to make a few announcements. The first one is that we have been favored with a new appointee to the Water Board. He was appointed, I believe, in July. He isn't here today. But I want to let the public know, people who may have an opportunity to meet him later on, and we're really looking forward to having him. His name is Demetrius Carolina. He's a Staten Island resident. He may be one of the first, or if not the first, Staten Island resident to be a member of the board. I'll read you a bit of it would embarrass him if you were here for me to do this. So I'm going to read it now, and then tell him later that it's too late, he can't complain. He is the senior pastor of the First Central Baptist Church on Staten Island, where he has served since 2005. He also serves as executive director of the Central Life Family Center, as an adjunct professor at St. John's University, as a member of the executive board of the Community Health Center of Richmond County, and as a former commissioner of the New York City Commission on Human Rights. He holds a doctoral degree in education administration. He holds a master's degree and a bachelor's degree from Stockton University. I have had a chance to meet Dr. Carolina. He's a fascinating man, very much community involved. The Central Life Family Center, of which he is executive director, is very central in his work and in his life. And we toured it. He actually took me to see it. And I got to meet the senior groups and groups of young people who were working and learning in the center that afternoon. It was a very good experience. I'm looking forward to having him around the table. You all have the second topic. You all have received a request to complete confidential evaluation forms. It's required by the PCAB. It's Authorities Control Board. What's a P?
Public services.
Public Authorities Control Board. It is essential that we fill them out. I want that to be a record for the appropriate minutes of the notification. Either send them in immediately or bring them with us to the next meeting. We have representatives from American Water Resources here today. Eric Pong is here. Eric, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
They will not give a presentation today, but they are here in case there are questions that the members have based on some of the material that we received from the last presentation, which was
About a year ago, just about a year ago.
okay. Well, thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know it, there will be a public hearing scheduled at some point in the near future, where the public will have a chance to talk to AWR about the proposed increases, and AWR will have a chance to respond. Is there anything else you all want me to cover there?
No, I think the other thing would be that the intent would be at that point, once we have the public hearing, would then add, preferably at the next board meeting, bring the proposed rate increase to the AWR service back to the board with the responses to the questions, so that the board can then give it due consideration as well as raise any other concerns or issues they may have at that time.
Okay. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any questions about that from the members? The first item of business, the first agenda item, is a resolution which, if approved, will approve the minutes of the June 14 meeting. Are there any questions about those minutes? The proposed revisions, did we get it all right? Okay. Hearing none, may I have a motion, please, to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Thank you very much. Is there a second? Lovely, thank you. All in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion is approved unanimously. The second item is the acceptance of the independent auditor's report. I'll tell a story here. But first, the executive director of the Water Finance Authority is here with us. I'll turn up. Robert Balducci is here, the controller of the Water Finance Authority. Thank you both for coming. And then, of course, our own treasurer is here, who has spent a great deal of time working with those two people to pull together the financial statements, which have now been audited by the We got a very, very fine report today. The quality of the financial statements was deemed to be excellent. But we said very good, so I don't want to overstate it. We got what's called in the vernacular a clean opinion. There were no material weaknesses or significant efficiencies in financial controls, internal controls. The independent auditor, Mark's Hannah, made it clear that working with our people, my word, not his, was delightful. I'll say that you all have an excellent vision. And in the end, they recommended that the joint committee, which met just before this meeting, recommend to each of the two boards the approval of the audited financial statements. Are there any questions about that? Because if there are, all the experts are here. Hearing none, may I have a motion, please, to approve the resolution accepting for the water board, approving for the water board, the financial statements for the preceding fiscal year, the year that ended in June of this year. So, thank you very much, John. Is there a second? Hearing no objection, is there, all in favor, please indicate with aye. Aye. The motion carries unanimously. The last agenda item, unless you all have something that I haven't seen yet. Okay. The last agenda item is the approval of the investment guideline fiscal year 2019 report. Have the members had an opportunity to go through that too? Are there any questions for the experts about the proposed investment guideline? Hearing none, may I have a motion, please, to approve the guideline? You've seen the resolution, right? Okay, fine. May I have a motion, please, to approve? Thank you, John. Ellen, thank you. All in favor, please indicate with aye. Motion carries unanimously. Is there any other business to come before this board? Are there any questions the members want to raise or any matters that you believe should be raised in this board? Hearing none, may I have a motion, please, to adjourn? So, John, thank you very much. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor, please indicate with aye. We stand adjourned.